thanks for watching the video, but just want to let you know, watch to the very end, or, well, you know, you don't have to if you want, but the very end I've got some information about, or changes in the beer, which I didn't have at the beginning, so you might find out some more information. All right, boys and girls, video 405, I did a review of the Virgin cruise liner English style pale ale, and it was not that great. But the brewery that was making it down in Miami is no longer, or either they're out of business or Virgin's not using them anymore. Now they're using Ommegang, Ommegang, out of New York State. And I've had a couple of beers by the Ommegang and I didn't like those at all. I don't know whether they were off, but they were both horrible. So I'm wondering, is the Virgin going to be even worse than before? Are they brewing it to the same recipe as before, so it'll still be just middling, or has it improved? Let's see. Of course, this was on the cruise liner. I won't say who brought it to me, but someone went on a cruise and they brought me back the beer. This is a 5.5%. Says packaged on 18th of December 2024, so Virgin can't give away too many of these, can they? If it's 8 months old. It says here, Virgin always loves a challenge, so we asked ourselves, how can we create a perfect tasting beer that can be savoured any time, inspired by a holiday at sea with Virgin voyages? We've crafted a beautiful pale ale that is refreshingly delicious for any kind of day, as always brewed with a love and fermented with Virgin twist. And who better to partner with on this exciting endeavour than brewery Ommegang? So we did that. 25 IBU. Let's get cracking. Not a good start. Doesn't want to. What the heck? Doesn't look very lively. There's no bubbles out. Let me show you there. Like nothing coming out. No life in it. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a bit of life there. I don't know why there was no fizz in the can. They probably save money and don't put much yeast in there. It doesn't look too bad so far, does it? From what I remember, before it was a similar colour. That's about all I can get in there. I bet there's no bits down the bottom. Anyway, looking okay so far. Nice bubbly head. I mean, pale ales aren't supposed to be too fizzy. All right, I've been cheating. I've drunk a little bit of this, and I thought to just redo the video because I was not very kind. But if I drink this as thinking it's an American pale ale, it says English style, right? American pale ale, it is substandard. If I was in England, it doesn't smell great. It smells gingery. I love ginger, but not in a beer. I like ginger beer, but I don't like IPA ginger. It smells gingery, puts me off. However, if I was to go into an English pub and drink this, I would be happy. No way is it as good as the American IPAs, but it is comparable with a fairly good IPA in England. I think the only thing that's letting it down to be an English style pale ale would be for it to be a bit drier. Okay, boys and girls, I looked up my old video 405 and I didn't smell any of the gingeriness. I thought it smelt malty, tasted malty, reminded me of a decent English IPA, which it kind of did again, but looked a little bit darker in the video than it does now. So, and oh yeah, a couple other things. The alcohol was 5.6, now it's 5.5. And the IBUs was something like 40% or something. Check out that old video, 4 or 5, and now they're 25. So they've reduced the bitterness, which made it, I thought, taste Englishy, if there's such a word. But I'm going to give it, I'm going to change my rating. I'm going to give the rating 3.8, like before, because I think the old one was good in that it was pretty representative of English pale ale, and this one is still pretty good. It just tastes a little bit different. So maybe every time my mystery cruiser goes on a cruise and they pick up these beers, they'll change breweries and I can taste it again. Oh yeah, and one last thing, of course, this is in a larger can than before, which can't be bad, can it?